What's good, y'all? It's full-time trip. We back in the building. Arsenal 3, Southampton 1 at the Emirates Stadium. We are here. Again, a little bit of trouble, but we got through. We got some stuff to talk about with some people that are with me. Of course, Timo Too Good is in the building. What's good, Timo?
Hey, always a pleasure to be here, Trip. You know the vibes.
Come on now, you know what time it is. You know what time it is. And we got iMac Express. He's back in the building. I know he had a couple cameos last season on the channel as well. What's going on, Mac?
Yo, pleasure to be here, man.
Listen, we here. And after, you know what I'm saying, a bit of a game that kind of got us into a lull and then jump started us, another kick in the ass. Never an easy day with these niggas, but it's okay. It's all right. It's all right. we're gonna take a deep breath and understand we are, you know what I'm saying, we're the Arsenal. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be some excitement in our lives, and it's okay. But I just want to kind of split this up and talk about a few different things. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Talking about the first half and a bit of the second half up to the point where we conceded again, dominated again most of the proceedings. Just the final action probably wasn't there. A couple of things ran into a bit of a standstill. A bit of the game plan from Southampton definitely was working in a 5-4-1. They're gonna clog up a lot of areas, stuff up a lot of areas. We go into the half 0-0. We come out pretty flat in my opinion. Just looking at some of the things in that half. And just looking at how we conceded and stuff, I think the word that, Mac, I'm gonna go to you first with this, over rotation was probably some of the reasons why it was a little bit lacking in terms of attacking in the first half and what led up to, you know, Southampton scoring the first goal of the game. Just walk me through a bit of what you said from beforehand, because I know we talked about this before the recording started, but talk to me about some of that over rotation, you know, how you think that played a factor in the game.
Yeah, for me, I've been screaming for El Jefe. For those who don't know, El Jefe is Mikel. I've been screaming for El Jefe to rotate players because I feel like he relies too much on the starters. There's no problems with that, and there's been a couple times last season and the season before where we've conceded because there hasn't been enough rotation and the starters have been tired. But for this, he rotated. I was happy, but I did start to see like the players that he did rotate with wasn't putting in the effort that I would want them to, but it's not their fault. They just need to run of games. But yeah, apart from that, I feel like there was just a bit too much rotation. But regarding that, I felt like the flow was good. It was just the final ball, but that will come. Still the start of the season, that will come.
No, fairs. And I agree. I feel like there was like a couple of different things. I don't want to focus on the negatives today, but we do got to keep a spade with some stuff here. I know Gabriel Jesus will be a point of contention today. He will be a point of contention today. In my opinion, I felt like him being in between two minds of being too forceful and wanting to score a goal and get forward, or, you know, and trying to be involved in that final action, and the hesitation in the other mind to kind of play the right pass, be at the right moment, that is kind of plaguing him a little bit. And even some things in like his build up, getting the right touches on, he doesn't look like the same Gabriel Jesus right now. I want to give him time, but I was frustrated with him today personally. Timo, give me a quick walkthrough. How'd you feel about Jesus, man?
I mean, we're getting to that point in the season where you'd like to, you want to get behind the players that are obviously starting, and you need the players coming off the bench to give you something to work with. For a period of time, I know it's not more so related with Gabriel Martinelli, but it's kind of the same thing. We went for a period where things just weren't going well, and we had to stick by the player. And eventually, and obviously after the last few showings over the last 3 or 4 games now. Oh, sorry. What was that, guys?
You good? That's Mikel calling, man. You know what I'm saying, my fault, bro. You know what I'm saying, he has some extras in there. That's all good. But I can pick up from there. It's just like I just think, again, like I said, that in between two minds, kind of being caught in those two places of, like, you know, he wants to force his way through and find that final chance and find that final ball. Maybe his mind wants to be his old self, involved in every facet of play and pushing those decisions. Yeah. But I don't think today it panned out as well. Again, the touches, the passes, again, some of the hesitation. And I feel like he needs a bit more time to get it. I would have rathered him come on as a cameo, like a good 30 minutes in this game, but him starting and I think, again, it did affect some of the dynamics as well, with, again, Havertz being a bit deeper, picking up the ball and being like towards the right side of the central midfield. I didn't mind that because, again, there were some good moments that came from it and some ideas that were just that didn't, you know, get the full result at the end of it. But I think that as soon as we saw, again, Jesus kind of shift off, and then Havertz went back to the 9, and it was there. Continue on.
Yeah, so yeah, just kind of where we were at with Martinelli is kind of where it's a bit different with Jesus, because obviously he had an injury. He's had his first full preseason with the club now. So there's an expectation behind him really hit ground running. And Arteta was like early on preseason was saying that this is the most hungriest he's seen Jesus. And I feel like over time, over the last 3 or 4 months now, there's been that feeling of it's kind of like that's dried up and he needs something different now. I do feel like it's important to stick behind the player no matter what. Obviously today's viewing was quite frustrating, much like the last couple of performances. But it's kind of similar, like I say, it's almost the same case with Martinelli and Havertz in the sense where you need to show the guy love. I think over time and, you know, being able to kind of warm up to him a bit more, we'll see more, you know, I say above average performances. But yeah, nah, man, I think today was it was a tough day for everybody that was put in through rotation. So I think over time, I think it's just a matter of being able to get those runner games, and then eventually you'll see the final actions that we were seeing towards, you know, the latter stages of last season kind of kick in.
Yeah, I hear everybody to a man, you know, kind of needs to pile in and get their fair share of minutes so they're ready at a moment's notice. I will say again, like some people fared better than others in terms of rotation positionally and rotation in just the team sheet in general. Yep. But again, the goal goes in, just get caught in transition. Cameron Archer scores in the bottom corner, and then the slight switch just turns around, and the Arsenal that we wanted to see, that was aggressive, that was front-footed, that was very much trying different options and consistently pressing and squeezing. I tweeted some shit out during the game. I said, squeeze these motherfuckers, man, squeeze. Like, and off the rip, as soon as it went through, not even a few minutes later, again, we get the Saka off the right-hand side, picks up the ball right to Havertz, and Havertz dumps that shit through. Absolutely dumps that goal in for the first one, and we're right back. And I want to talk about just how quickly Havertz has become one of the focal points of like the emotional state of Arsenal, the steel behind it. I want to talk about Havertz for a second, man. So, Matt, give me a few notes on Havertz and how you felt about his performance and his involvement in this game.
Well, first off, I'd like to apologize to him because when he first came in, I was not rating him at all. I had a lot of arguments. I wasn't rating him at all, but I put tweets up before. I apologize to him. He's literally, him and Trossard, very clutch players. And what I've learned and what El Jefe has showed me is with certain players, all they need is love. If you showed them love, play to their strengths, they can be a really disgusting and dangerous player. And as you see, as more games as he plays, you see the confidence coming in, because before at the start, Havertz wouldn't be shooting from them type of positions. He'll be trying to pass it. Now he's got that confidence. He knows he's that guy. He knows, yeah, I'm just going to dump one and it's going to go in because Ramsdale the criminal is in goal.
Sorry, Rams, you'll be all right, man. Good to see you, dog. But yeah, no, I hear it, bro. The absolute confidence this guy's playing with. 7 for 7 in the Emirates, 22 goals and assists in 21 games, in his last 21 games. Listen, he's a man in form. He is a man that, again, in performance, he has shown that he can play in such a variety of different roles with versatility and with effort, bro. He runs like he was born at this club, bro. He runs like he was born. He fights like he was born at this club, and I love that, bro. Again, some of the statements that he came out with earlier, like last week and stuff before we played PSG, he's like, yo, it means more to win the Champions League with Arsenal. He said, I want to win it here. I want to win it here. He bleeds for this badge, bro, and he's gotten onto that belief and that philosophy, that mentality so quickly, and I feel like that pervades the rest of the team. I feel like that emanates from him, and he's one of the, I guess, more visible and more vocal points that you can see, or more recognizable points of like, yo, effort of like, yo, we're gonna die for this badge. I feel like he's quickly risen through the ranks of somebody who like bleeds that, and you can see that he's like one of the first people to look to, like, yo, who's ready to die for this shit? He's gonna be number 1, 2, or 3. So the effort and the quality, again, him being able to make these intelligent runs, him sweeping into kind of Odegaard positions where it's like he's helping out and he's making runs into the box. Again, his aerial presence, and again, the striking, the finishing today. That's what we wanted to see. That's more of what we want to see. The aggressive, oh, I believe in myself right now, and I'm gonna just collapse one. And he damn sure did one, you know what I'm saying? So he did it. So I'm absolutely loving what I'm seeing from Kai Havertz. And again, it was just a long time coming, and like you said, it just needed that love. Just needed a bit of that love. And I'm gonna kind of group some people Odegaard. In. Yeah, 100. I agree.
This is just like Odegaard. He's found his home. We were cherishing him, and this is why I want to give big thanks to El Jefe, because
absolutely
I don't know what it is, what he does, what he's done with the team, but they play with absolute confidence. They all fight for each other. They all play for each other, and you can really see that they're playing to their strengths, which I love.
I agree, fully agree. And to kind of give a group, Timo, I'm gonna throw this to you. The left-hand side dynamics changed in the second half, and I think the subs definitely won us the game, brought us right back into the frame of mind that helped the shift after the goal went in. That left-hand side, Calafiori, Mikel Merino, Gabriel Martinelli. Talk to me about the dynamics, different look, how they fared, and how that played into the win today.
So one more last time.
You're good. The left hand side, Mikel Merino, Martinelli.
Yes. Yes.
What's it called? Calafiori. Okay. Walk me through that. Walk me through the left hand side.
All right, well, so I mean, leading up to the goal, the first goal, so that's Southampton's goal. We obviously spoke about a bit of over rotation and how there was a lack of movement. Obviously, when you're playing both Jorginho and Declan Rice, and then you've got Partey, who's technically more or less supposed to be that third midfielder, but he's playing from right back. There's going to be a lack of off-the-ball movement that you feel like the likes of Jesus and Sterling probably need more in terms of combination play. But where we've now had to hook, well, all three off, we've had to, use the likes of Calafiori, who, to be honest, in terms of the game moving forward, very clean on the ball, very aggressive with his approach, and more importantly, is involved with the attack. Soon as Martinelli is in that area of the field as well, and then you've thrown on Merino, who we've all been talking about, will effectively activate Martinelli back to his usual bullshit. You can kind of see quite quickly how off the ball movement from Martinelli obviously came in the form of a goal, but really just dangerous. The sort of counter-attack passes and the sort of transitions that we're moving into allowed for spaces to open up, so much so that as soon as the left-hand side was dominated, it opened up space on the right-hand side. Having Trossard in that almost false 9 role as well allowed for a lot more off-the-ball movement to kind of take place. And we saw Trossard drive with the ball quite a few occasions that opened up the possibilities for both Saka and Martinelli in their goals. So yeah, it's definitely something that we're going to see a lot moving forward. We're going to be seeing that a lot more moving forward. And I can only imagine how many more goals we will score in sort of the positions that we're going to find players in for goal scoring opportunities. But yeah.
Absolutely. Listen, again, what we were saying about that left-hand side, we needed that facelift after last season, and the reliance on the right hand with Odegaard and Saka as well. This today gave a really good sign for me. Just the ability to get into the gear and get involved in play and just create so many different looks from that side. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. But all right, let's get through the rest of the game. Let's talk about, again, we had Gabriel Martinelli with a wonderful finish goal from an absolutely amazing Saka just playing cross from the right-hand side. Bukayo also picks up a ball after Trossard almost got away with some criminal shit. Martinelli had that free run, brother. Martinelli had that free run. You know what I'm saying? And Trossard didn't miss him, but the ball ends up right in front of Saka, and he finishes it through for 3-1. What you were gonna say though?
Nah, just the two attacks ascertaining with Trossard, like we were screaming for him to pass the ball, because there was one instance where I think Saka was free. This was before the goal. He hadn't passed it, and then it went on a counter attack. And then the second instance obviously was with Martinelli, where he's pulled it too close to the goalkeeper and Martinelli, and obviously it's gone off for a deflected shot. But I don't know. I think there's an element of Trossard wanting to score, so I do understand.
Listen, again, I understand Trossard. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, Anne Hathaway is a serious actress, bro. Again, Princess Diaries 3. She got her drama. She got her company. She going on. I would want to score too as much as I can. Listen, I need to get that cast money. I need to get that casting, brother. I don't. You know what I'm saying? But we gotta get this on the GA, bro. We gotta. You know what I'm saying? 3 points in the GA first, man. Team first, bro. I get you, but team first, man. You get your bonuses. You get your bonus. Don't worry. But listen.
One thing I want to say though. One thing I want to say before you move on. I'm glad that El Jefe has learned from his mistakes in the past with not doing substitutions quick enough.
Absolutely.
Because that was one thing. The subs is what really changed the game.
100%.
Really changed the game.
100%. It came at the right time too. Again, I can't remember if it was before or after our equalizer. I think it was maybe a bit before.
Before.
A little bit before the equalizer and stuff, and we were just like, 56 minutes, gotta get something on, change the complexion of it, and yes, the proactivity is important. And this is something that we talked about, again, Arteta being a little bit slow to do at first in his tenure, trying to, again, get subs right and get the impact right. But I think we're at a point where the squad is flexible enough, the squad is trustworthy enough to proactively bring in substitutions. And I like that. And I think he's again learning to employ them a lot more quicker if things aren't going the right way, you know. So
there's a lot more trust.
Yeah, a lot more trust, and him being able to spring on that and learn from those mistakes in the past and being able to employ them when he sees that, okay, we might need to inject something quicker, we might need to force an issue on something. That is a good sign. That's a sign of growth. So I agree with that 100%. But looking at the entire match, all right, give me your standout player that is not your man of the match. So give me the second place. Give me your next in line. I'm gonna try and switch it up on y'all. I'm gonna try and rotate. I'm gonna try and do something different from somebody different from y'all, but I'll let it roll through. Mac, give me your standout player that was not your man of the match. Second place.
Oh, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
Mine's gonna be a surprise, boy.
This is actually a tough one.
For
me, standout player that's not man of the match, I think it'll probably have to be Saka for me.
Okay.
Have to be Saka for me.
Fairs.
Obviously, he comes clutch. He's got 1 goal, 2 assists, 3 points. That's a statement for me. And yeah, for me, he's the guy in it. Grew up young. Now he's leading it out and showing everyone else. For me, the consistency is just absolutely disgusting. But in this game specifically, especially when it came to his goal, just the urgency to know to just hit it while Ramsdale's off guard.
100.
It's things like that takes us to the next level.
100. I agree. I agree with that assessment right there. Timo, give me a standout.
This one's tough. See, I have two, bro. It's tough because neither one of them are man of the match.
Okay, that's fine. Throw them in. If they not, I'm gonna give honorable. I'm gonna give an honorable mention to my shit. So it's all right.
So I've got to say Kai Havertz. And I've got to say Partey.
Yeah,
because
I agree.
Last season we tried the right back experiment and it didn't work too tough. And then this was when we dropped Gabriel off the bench because of the whole Saudi links. I mean, he just kind of get his head straight. So when Timber was also playing him before his injury, it seemed like that was going to be Partey's position in the team for the time being until we obviously switched things over. But nothing really went past Partey today. Was very, very early in terms of his tackles, very spot on and with a very aggressive approach, so that Saka was never really having trouble too much in that defensive aspect as well. And played quite a few interesting passes. He still picked up some, defensive midfield and centre midfield like positions where he was able to kind of give quite a lot in build up, especially in terms of overall control within that first half. But up till even Tomiyasu came on, I did not think we struggled down his right hand side. And I think that holds testament to the fact that Arteta's come out more recently this week and backed him heavily and said, look, like that's somebody that we're probably going to offer another contract. We'll see what the future holds. But based off of that performance, very versatile, very clean. And then with Kai, I think with Kai, it's just a matter of his selflessness to play in multiple positions and try to affect the game in multiple ways, whether it be from a defensive approach first or an attacking approach first. He's been very key and integral to being able to do that. Like you said earlier, like he's been picking up those half space positions where Odegaard would normally pick up and help build up on that right hand side as well. But it's just the desire and the determination to want to win every single ball from him. We've seen a few instances where we've just gone, I think it was just 2-1 up, and he's still trying to make attacks happen, and just very selfless attacker today, and played with the badge on his sleeve. And I'm really happy to kind of see him coming to his own. I've been backing him since day one. Those that know now I'm saying, but yeah, man, very good performance from him today.
Hey, listen, I hear it. I completely agree. I double down. I say the Partey sentiment as well holds. Again, that was one Partey right back. I'm like, all right, we'll see what's going on. But again, the fitness was back. He said he came back. Yep. Arteta said Partey came back in the best shape of his life. I know how I feel about Thomas Partey, and my thoughts are well documented and stuff like that. But I can say in isolation today, I think he did very good for himself, very well. Was tidy, was composed, had good touches. His tackling was on. The defensive prowess and presence was there. So, and again, the problems didn't really necessarily like spawn from his side or due to an error on his own. So that is fair. I would give him a high marks for that performance. Let's see. Yeah, you did cover Kai Havertz as well. He's one of my standouts. Also, I would say off the bench, I'm got to give some love to Gabriel Martinelli because, again, I have to say, one, the Nelly Hive, we're back. Martinelli Hive, we're back. The stocks is up. The stocks is up. I told y'all, don't sell nothing, bro. Don't sell nothing. We still here. We still in the building. But anyways, again, just the effort, always there. The defensive, the shift, always trying to track down and track runners and stuff, always there. Never have to worry about that. But again, the uptick in the finishing and calmness in front of goal over the past few games to make the right decision and find the right spaces to, again, just combine and do what he needs to do to finish and try and get on the score sheet or influence the game with a goal or an assist. That's kept increasing. I feel like he's had that base since the beginning of the season. There were some rough patches, of course, with the finishing and final actions, but it's starting to grow in confidence. And today, the confidence hit another high. He's back in the goals like that. Like it was a wonderful finish near post. The cross was sublime, and he had to get equal to it to really finish that off. He is back in flow, and I can't wait to see him kick on. It was just that decision making I saw him slowing the game down when he got to the when he got to the 18-yard box and just started to see things. And again, all of his actions that I saw, again, the lifts over the top of the box or the cut back to the center of the box, they were on point to me. People just couldn't finish them at certain points. So that decision making, that effort, he has to get a mention, bro. He's another star boy that I hold to the same standard as Saka in my mind because he has that effort. He has the ability in him. It's the consistency that he has to keep building on. That's my thing. I want to hold him to that same standard as Saka because I believe he can create and he has qualities that can influence on a very high level. So that's why I'm like, I believe in him. I can't sell my stocks, but sometimes I'm hard on him because I know he can be consistently fantastic and he can influence games from a lot of different ways. So love to him. Real quick run through man of the match. Matt, give me your man of the match. If it wasn't Saka, who is it?
For me, it was Kai.
Okay, fair.
A bit of a chunk of the game, so I didn't see everything. But from what I saw, for me, getting that goal back, that first goal was absolutely crucial. And the type of finish, like finishes like that, is what brings confidence towards the team. So some players could be down, but a finish like that, you see that type of finish, everyone's like, let me get some now. I want one now. And that takes us like a 2-3 gears up, and then it brings out the best in everyone. So like for me, crucial moments like that is what why I've picked him as the man of the match.
I completely understand that. That. And again, thank you, Chelsea. Appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about it. We'll take it off your hands, bro. Don't worry. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have fun over there. But anyways, Timo, man of the match, man.
I mean, it goes without saying, it has to be Bukayo. I think if you're looking at how, because there's been a lot of scrutiny going Saka's when evidently it's not warranted. It's not his fault. First and foremost. But I think when you've got a player who's, and I know we always go back to this point, but like the kid came in at a very difficult period at Arsenal at the age of 17, and if you've looked at his trajectory over the last 6 seasons and the number of assists and goals he's provided, now it's one thing to kind of do that in a sense where we're trying to get back into the top 4, but doing it in a position where we're in now, where we're neck and neck with City on a weekly basis, we're playing Champions League football and he comes clutch in that as well. Like, what more can you want this kid to do? He is world class. There is no debate in my mind that he is world class. I mean, if you look at the company he's keeping up with at the age of 23, he's only the 5th winger in Premier League history to have scored or assisted 90 plus goals in the Premier League at 23.
Just saying. That's Ronaldo.
And,
that's Giggsy.
You know, that's Ronaldo. That's Sterling. You know what I mean? Like, those are Premier League high quality world class players in their prime. So for me, there's no, like, I hear the whole, oh yeah, Cole Palmer this and that. Listen, when you're able to consistently provide over the course of 6 seasons at the level in which he's had to do so, and the maddest thing is, I don't see where it ends. That there's no ceiling that I see him like not hitting, or to the point where like it's endless. It's endless. I just, you know. But yeah, over today's performance, you know, the assist for Havertz goal, And then just his overall vibe and, you know, being able to kind of cause havoc in that defense. I know people are going to see that clip surface somewhere where he had someone sent for a hot dog, not once, not twice, but 3 times. And then, you know, the calmness and the assurance to kind of get that final goal when it looked like the chance had gotten away from us. Just, you know, and just like going back to it, the quality of the assist to Martinelli, by the way, like what are we talking about, bro?
Inch perfect.
You know what I mean?
Like, oh my!
Even the way he celebrated, like you'd have thought he scored with the way he assisted. Like, yeah, man, that's our boy, man. That's star boy for real. But yeah, man,
they need
world class.
Again, let me say it again for the people in the back who didn't understand it. Bukayo Ayoyinka Temidayo Saka, bro. I got his shirt right here. In the presence, bro. Just 'cause I need to feel the power, bro. I need to feel like I need to do something world class today, bro. I might mow the lawn in a world class fashion. I might run a mile in a world class fashion. I might clean up my room in a world class fashion. It might be the cleanest room you ever seen in your damn life. I don't know. We don't go. Listen, I want to talk about shouldering responsibility really quickly. Again, right now, the 2 players that were shouldering responsibility in the absence of Odegaard, in a time where we need to find different solutions and evolve the team, Kai Havertz, Bukayo Saka. Again, Kai Havertz, we spoke on him. Again, he put in a great effort today, and I think he represents a lot of what I want to see in an Arsenal team that shows responsibility, that doesn't back away from a challenge, that tries and dares and is flexible and just puts effort out. But Bukayo Saka has been the standard for Arsenal for the past 5 to 6 years. Ever since he stepped in this team, he shouldered responsibility for this club as a young boy. Coming in, not even understand where he's going. He's just playing for the club he loves, but he is shouldering so much responsibility week in, week out. Positionally, again, from an emotional standpoint, mental standpoint, he's a captain now. He is shouldering so much, and on top of that, he is putting quality performances week in, week out. Retroactively, I should have gave him man of the match from last week against Leicester and shit. I should have did that retroactively. I'm doing that now. Retroactively, I'm taking it back. I'm switching the order. What are you talking about? Like, this guy absolutely oozes quality wherever he goes. Y'all want to try and other fan base want to say, oh yeah, Cole Palmer's that today. I'm not comparing none of them. No, I'm looking at Salah. Bro. I said this. Many people said this from before. I want Saka to be that ultimate machine. Can he just provide moments of magic wherever he goes? Can he just influence the game from whatever he does? He doesn't need anybody else on that side. Again, in the dynamic of the team, things happen and we manufacture things. But Bukayo Saka is the type of player where out of nothing, he can find something. He can find a thread. He can make 2 people do a little break dance. You got served moment on the floor and slide across somebody for a goal. He makes these things happen on a regular basis. Look at his ratings. Look at his score. Look at the influence. Go watch these games back from the start of the season to now. The influence, the impact, and the aggressiveness, bro. And this is the thing that he's coming into his own. And he understands the fact that he's that damn good. He's that damn good, and as soon as he steps onto that pitch, he understands he can run a game, he can boss a game, he can take it to anybody, bro. He can ragdoll anybody. He can do what he needs to do to give his team the win. And that confidence and belief that is paired with his just consistent penchant to learn and improve and show he has different dimensions and levels in his game. Listen, he's one of the world's best wingers. He's one of the top 3 ringers in this world. I don't care what you say. You can put whatever you want on that, bro. There's a lot of great, fantastic wingers in this world. He making people look silly.
Yeah, the cheek to call Yamal's cross.
The Saka doing the Yamal cross. No, he's not, bro. Yamal just got here, brother.
You know what I mean? Saka been doing that from day dot, man. Let's not do that.
Listen. You know what I'm saying?
Game respects game, bro. Game respects game. But goddamn,
Messi,
do that.
Messi could have kissed him on the forehead, and Ronaldinho could have poured Gatorade on that boy like it was a post game or something like that. It don't matter. Bukayo Saka's still here. He still got something to say to y'all, bro. He's world class, and again, he keeps this up. Bro, he has a lot in store for us, bro. But it's wonderful. It's wonderful stuff. It's wonderful to see. That's pretty much the game. That's all of our thoughts. Let us know in the comment section below what you thought about the game. Standout players, man of the match. Thank the Lord we're going into an international break because motherfuckers need to rest. Oh my gosh, we need people back at the other side of it. I don't even know who we play next, dog. I don't even know who we play next after the international break. I think it's Bournemouth. It is Bournemouth away, and then we have Shakhtar Donetsk in the Champions League after the international break, so we'll see what's going on then. Listen, Mac, Timo, appreciate y'all for stopping in on the show today. Thank y'all.
It's a pleasure, bro.
already know. Listen, y'all good people. We out. Have a good rest at the international break, people. Just take your time. We third place, sitting solid in the Champions League. Just enjoy this Arsenal stuff, bro. Just enjoy this life, man. You could be a Chelsea fan. You know what I'm saying? You could be a United fan right now.
Hey, yo.
I'm just saying, enjoy your choices, enjoy your life. And with that being said, we gonna get up out of here, man. This has been Full Time Trip. That's all the time we got. COYJ. Peace.